Hello, listeners. Been wondering how you can help the show? Probably not. But here are 5 things you can do. 1. Subscribe. Support the show by clicking the subscription link in the show notes. 2. Review on iTunes, on our website, www.afraidofnothingpodcast.com, or on whatever app you listen to. 3. Donate. When you go to our website, click the cute coffee cup icon, or in the show notes, click the subscription link. 4. Share. Sharing really is caring. Tell your friends and even your enemies to check out the show. 5. Watch. Wait a minute, it's a podcast, not a movie. Actually, it's both. Check the show notes to find out where to watch the documentary. You can also rent it on Prime Video. That's it. Oh, one last thing. Enjoy this episode.
Last time on the Afraid of Nothing podcast.
See, this land has so much history that you just get a lot of spirits wanting to come in. Yeah, at day the energy is so much different. At the day it's like a friendlier or more peaceful. You really don't get nothing really at day. It's at night that everything comes, that you start hearing things or feeling things. Sometimes you could even hear voices. I'm getting soldiers, a lot of bloodland. That means there was a war here and a lot of people died. Some people even got buried here. That's what they're telling me, what I'm picking up. I'm also getting Native Indians here. And I'm going way back. But the land is more haunted than the actual house. Maybe that's why the house is haunted, because of the land that it is. And I'm getting a shadow figure. I could say it could even be demonic. I'm not saying it is, but it could be.
In a world where nothing is known, nothing is certain, reality is not real. Wake up! Be afraid of nothing. I'm Bob Heskey. Robert.
The host with the ghost.
This is my podcast, based on my paranormal documentary, Afraid of Nothing. Each episode, we talk to people who see life and the afterlife through a different lens. Join me.
Who is this large man? And what's he doing in our bedroom?
As we lift the veil and open our minds to see beyond our eyes lie. This is Afraid of Nothing. So, last time, we did a walkthrough of the Conjuring House with spirit medium Luis Escalera and caretaker of the house, John Huntington. We got some great stuff and audio, and we shared that. Today, we're going to share with you the aftermath when Luis sat down with John Huntington and they kind of shared notes, so to speak. And for those of you who have been living under a rock, the Conjuring House is an 18th century farmhouse that really is a house of horrors of sorts in Rhode Island. It was the inspiration for the film franchise, The Conjuring, which, most notable, the people that were affected were the Perron family in the 1970s, and who brought in Ed and Lorraine Warren to do a seance, where then the mother got possessed and all hell broke loose. Anyways, there were new owners, Corey and Jennifer Heinsohn, that bought the house in the summer of 2019. They were in Maine while I went and did a walkthrough with a few other people, but graciously let us visit and speak with John Huntington, who is a family friend, caretaker, and a very skilled EVP spirit box expert. So, without further ado, here is the second part of our visit to the Conjuring House.
I'm John Huntington. I've been friends with Corey and Jen Heinsohn for about 10 years. They bought the house in July of 2019. Corey wanted me to come down because I'm known for spirit box communication. He wanted to see what I could pick up on and stuff like that. And then I would come down in between working and whatever, come down here 2 or 3 days a week till recently I permanently moved down here to help with the house with him. Some experiences I've had. The first crazy experience I had was I was upstairs during the day. Bill Brock was downstairs sleeping, and I was upstairs sleeping, and something woke me up. I was walking through the rooms, and I thought it was Bill to come up to tell me something. But I look, and no one's there. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just go back to sleep. So I went back to sleep again and woke up again an hour later, the same thing, walking through the room, stopping in the room. Look, no one's there. So I'm like, maybe Bill's walking around downstairs. So I go right downstairs, see Bill. Bill heard me coming. He's like, what? And I was like, have you been walking around? No, I've been sleeping the whole time you've been upstairs. So Bill Brock, he's been on Discovery Channel. He's been on several different shows. He stayed here for a little longer than I have. He was a skeptic when he came here. We started off doing a spirit box together, and the spirits here just loved him. I'd get him to say his name constantly, like, Bill, where's Bill? Where's Bill at? He's in the shower. I'd say, Bill's in the shower. Okay, just back and forth. He came here as a skeptic, but after we saw a few things, I caught a book. I woke up in the morning, there's a book on the floor in the library, and I'm like, I don't remember that being there. So I asked Bill, and he's like, no, I don't think so. So we wound the tape, and sure enough, a book that was wedged in between other books flew off and landed in the middle of the floor. And after that, he's just like, whoa, we actually caught something. He was so amazed by it. So after that, he was kind of, not as much of a skeptic as before.
And before you came here, did you knew about the Conjuring House or the farm?
I didn't. Corey told me that he was buying a house. He showed me a picture of it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. He didn't tell me it was the Conjuring House. I didn't even know. I'm just like, okay, that's cool. And then a few months later, it's all over the news. And I'm like, oh, that's the house you bought, Corey. So, yeah, it was a big surprise. I had no idea.
And you still came?
I still came,
And you still came, too.
Well, I won't come here at night, that's for sure. Okay, hi, I'm Luis Escalera, and I'm a spirit medium. And the reason why I call myself a spirit medium is because I talk to spirits. They come to me. I'm not a psychic medium because I'm not a psychic. I don't believe that spirit will ever tell you your future. They will just come either guide you or advise you, but they will never tell you your future. And I'm not a fortune teller, so that's why I call myself a spirit medium. So, John, I've never been to this house before. And my thing is, what do you think of the walkthrough?
I believe you were spot on a lot of the things you said. With the history and everything that I know of that we've proven, it's matched up pretty well with your reading.
So the things that you know of the walkthrough, is it because you got told or you read up on it or other psychics?
We've had several different people look up the history of the house. Ghost Adventures was here, Kindred Spirits also looked up history, and we've also looked up history ourselves. We have a book called The Black Book of Burville, which kind of matched up with some of the history that we've heard. There's also been a lot of rumors, too, that don't really coincide with the real history. But things you said matched up really well.
Really?
I wanted to tell you, while you were walking around, I wanted to tell you that you were matching up with everything.
I know that's why I was like, no, don't tell me anything, because, then I don't want to think, oh, is it because he told me, or is it because this is what they're telling me?
Yeah, I had a hard time not speaking up.
So out of all the things, which one got you like, oh my God, I can't believe this?
Like the one you were talking about, there was somebody who lived here before that was sick and wasn't treated well, that had was sitting down, staring into nothing.
Yeah.
There was, the former owner before this had passed, and that's what he did. He was like a psychologist, and he would sit down in his desk in that room you were in for hours, and and he would sit there for hours and stare at the fireplace. That's what that was like his big thing, was to sit there.
I'm picking up an old man. There's an old man, and that either he died here or got sick here, real sick. He's and for some reason I'm picking up this person's suffering. Maybe he got tortured or something. I don't know, but that's what I'm picking up on this old man. He got treated badly. There's also an old woman here. She's kind of sweet, but protective. She's pointing to me to the barn. over there. She's saying it happened there. It happened at the barn. Do you understand what she means?
Yeah.
Okay. She's saying it happened at the barn. And the old man, for some reason, I'm just seeing him sitting down. You know, he's just sitting down. I don't know if it's a rocking chair or just a regular chair, but he's sitting down and he's just staring to the distance. That's what he's showing me. Like he was so, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Either he was out of it, or he was just totally depressed or something. But it's like he was getting tortured.
And I guess he wasn't treated well towards the end. So,
okay.
So that really.
That's not in the books.
Yeah, that's not in the books. That's something that, you know, we've heard. So.
Yeah.
Hello, listeners. I want to play a game. But first, a disturbing interruption to our podcast.
Whoa, Annabelle, you look normal.
Oh, hey, Bob. With all this great sleep I'm getting on my All's Well mattress, I can't help but feel good.
Yeah, used to be an evil doll. Now you're a good doll.
Thanks, Bob. Chalk it up to this hybrid mattress technology. I get the comfort of memory foam with the support of individually wrapped coils, all at a comfortable price.
You can even try it for 100 nights, risk-free. And if you're not satisfied with the sleep that you're getting, simply ship it back.
No way, Bob. I'm never giving up this All's Well mattress, even though it comes with a 10-year limited warranty. I even got free shipping with my first All's Well mattress, simply by following the link in the show notes.
And you supported the podcast. Sweet. Man, your mattress is even more comfortable than mine.
Bob!
Get off my bed.
Okay, Miss Cranky Pants.
All's well. Never be afraid of a good night's sleep.
And now, back to our horrific program.
So which one can you confirm of what I said in the walkthrough? Because like I said, you know, I really don't remember the walkthrough because I get into this trance thing.
The same way.
Yeah, exactly. Like the boy.
Oh, the boy. There was a boy that drank poison in the basement, I believe, and died. It's documented.
Oh.
He was between 8 and 9 years old.
Yeah.
And I've also gotten him a lot on the spirit box.
Oh, okay.
So everything he said about him really matched up.
There's a boy here, a kid, and I don't want to really accept that because I cannot believe that a kid would actually do that to himself. I don't want to accept that he killed himself. Because I'm seeing him with the old lady. And it's like, I hope that it's an accident and not suicide. You understand? Because I refuse to believe that a child could do that. And if the child did that, then like I said, that shadow, that thing, it was a very influence on that part. Look at me, I'm shaking. It's because of all that energy here. Someone just said hellhole. I don't know what they're saying about that, but there's something hiding here. No, there's something hiding here. I'm trying to figure out. Like, it doesn't want to get picked up. You know, it doesn't want to show itself or get picked up. But there's someone hiding here. I don't know if it's a child or a man. But it's male, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't want to be seen. There is a man here. That I could tell you. But I think it doesn't want to talk to me. But there is a man here. And it's a different energy. But there is a man here and he doesn't want to connect and talk.
The boy down here?
Yeah, there's two, a man and a child. At first I thought it was a man or a child, but now I'm picking up a child. But I'm trying to see if it's the same one or a different child. No, I think it's the same kid. He's following us. And about the land?
The land, we haven't really investigated it much, but where there was King Philip's War, does coincide where you're saying there was war and death and Native Americans were dying.
It's the history. Every hunting in this place has to do with the land. It's all together because it's weird, but it goes all the way back. It's like the native cursed it because of the blood. Their blood is here. So this land is cursed.
We used to have places upstairs, like holes where they could shoot.
Yeah, the Indians?
Yeah, the Native Americans as they come onto the land.
Oh, see, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that until that's what they showed me.
Yeah. So that's definitely would be a reason for it to be haunted out back.
Yeah, for some reason, it's for me, it's that the land is more haunted than the house. But also, when I was upstairs in the bedroom talking about someone getting choked or pressed, you wanted to talk.
Yes, I did. There was a young girl, Karen, that lived here, and it was either that room you were in or the one next to it. She used to tell people about an entity that would do things to her. I don't want to really say what they did to her, but it coincided with what you said.
Oh, okay. So, question. My question to you is this, because you already know what's happened here, you already know the history. What do you think of what I said when it comes to is this the Black Shadow identity? Some people confuse it with someone else.
Hello? I'm picking up an energy in here, and they used to like watch and try to strangle or be on someone in here. Like, to make it stop breathing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You know where that's coming from? I'm asking because you could confirm it.
Yeah.
If you know, like choking or stop breathing, like they wanted her dead or out.
Right.
But it's not who you think it is.
Yeah, I thought they might have been telling you about Bathsheba, the witch, because a lot of people thought that she was here on the property, but there's no records of her being here. And they've always said that she was the one haunting the property, but there was no proof of it.
Okay.
She did live like 3 miles from here.
Yeah.
But she was never really known to be a witch or anything like that. She actually grew to be like in her 70s before she passed. So.
Yeah. So she never lived here.
Right. No. There's no record of her even being on the property at all.
And people assume it's her because of
the folklore of it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I also mentioned about the energy difference, day and night, how it's different energies. And you said
nighttime's totally different feeling in the house.
Yeah. Like totally.
Yeah.
I would not do a walkthrough at nighttime here.
Yeah, it's especially when I first came here, it was hard to even go to the bathroom at night. I just didn't want to do it, but I'm used to it now, but it takes a lot to get used to the feeling here.
So have you experienced anything here at night?
Yeah, I've had just recently had a girl say hello to me out loud that I captured. Like, you know how you said you heard sweeping? Mm-hmm. I was hearing sweeping, moving around, stuff like that. So I went and got my camera really quick because I wanted to document it and show it to Corey and Jen. And as I'm looking around where the noise is coming from, I hear a hello, hello, like perfectly clear. And I caught it on camera. I put it online because I just wanted somebody to debunk it.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought there's a security system right in the hallway, and they're like, maybe it was coming from the security system, but I don't know of any security system that just says hello to you, like randomly.
And did you say hello back?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where it came from, and then after I was a little bit startled by it, so I eventually walked back in the other room and just shut the door and went to bed for the night, but that was just the recent stuff.
I'm surprised you didn't pack and leave.
Oh, no, I didn't.
So
just
now
gonna head out for the night.
So now, remember when we were upstairs and they were showing me a different, what was it you called? Because it's not the barn. They were showing me a different place. And you said that it's a place I couldn't find. Shack or something.
Foundation?
Oh,
the
the
foundation.
Yeah,
They were talking about that foundation. And then when I was talking about the foundation, the spirit box told Ken yes or thank you.
He's right.
He's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the barn. But is there another little house or something that is not the barn, and then it got torn down?
There was a foundation out back.
Oh, okay.
An older one. But
Okay.
we can't find it. Like, we've looked everywhere for it.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
supposedly
okay.
out there.
So maybe that's what I'm picking up on. That it's part of here and it's caught off. That's what they're saying, because there's more history in that foundation.
You're right. Female.
She said you're right?
I'm just telling you what I'm being told.
Okay.
I can't hear what he's saying, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
And you still can't find that foundation?
We haven't been able to. Andrea's been here a few times, and she knows where it is, but she hasn't been able to go and show us the foundation. We've gone out several times. Jen Hines and Corey, me, Bill, everybody's gone out there throughout the summer trying to find this place. We've walked everywhere, can't find it.
Oh, wow.
The neighbors said they knew where it was. They went to show us, couldn't find it. But Andrea said that when they were kids, they would go down to the foundation, and they thought they might have brought something back to the house from there. So, yeah. So that kind of goes with what you were saying, too.
Yeah, because I remember when Ken, the spirit box, said he's right. And also about the house, how they just added that part on.
Yeah.
And it was a barn house before.
Yeah, it was a barn.
And what can you tell me about the old lady that came through and I think she got influenced to kill herself, I think it was.
Okay, yeah.
Remember how I said that
there
energy?
was a report of a lady hanging herself in one of the barns. I'm not sure which one. But there is actually a report of that, evidence of that.
Yeah, because I'm
from
sure
depression or something like that.
Oh, okay, because I'm sure that old lady.
Did you pick up on the suicide thing much? Did you get that going on?
I got a lady hanging in a tree.
Yep. Okay.
I got her hanging in a barn.
So after posting episode 1, I just want to throw in something. I got a message from another medium, Sam Baltrusis, who's an author, historian, and a medium in his own right, and he sent notes. He loved episode 1. He said, I just got chills when Lewis talked about the soldiers and that they were buried out on the property. He also mentioned, the woman hanging is the crooked neck lady. There's something ancient there. I wouldn't say it's demonic, but it's ancient and Native American. It feeds off energy, so I'd be careful, which is exactly what Lewis said.
I'm also getting Native Indians here, and I'm going way back. But the land is more haunted than the actual house. Maybe that's why the house is haunted, because of the land that it is. And I'm getting a shadow figure. I could say it could even be demonic. I'm not saying it is, but it could be.
And he said, to give you an idea, someone who was at the house had an attachment from that house, and it jumped to me because Sam was at the house as well. He had to have a shaman remove it. It was last summer. And he said the shadow figure goes after the strongest person in the room, but it prefers a female host. It takes the shape of a black cloud. It's a really, really powerful elemental. It's definitely inhuman, so it was never a person. And I think, Lewis picked up on all that stuff about the entity, the shadow figure, that forces people to see something that's not it and causes a lot of suicides probably on the property.
You see, I'm telling you, it's not the lady. I just picture a black shadow on top of that someone. And then when someone opens their eyes, they see a lady, but it's not a lady. It's a shadow. Do you understand that? It's like it makes you do things or see things or something. It manipulates you.
So, just throwing that in.
What's your sleep like when you're here? Do you have any weird lucid dreams or anything? Or
I've woken up screaming before, but I never do that. Woke up Bill up in the loft, sleeping. I was sleeping on the couch and just yelled, woke myself up. I've done that before, but yeah.
do you remember anything?
I don't remember what happened, but whatever it was scared the crap out of me, and I woke up. Yeah.
What about the portal? Remember on the upstairs?
Yeah.
Portal? I thought that. Go ahead.
Well, there's been several psychics here, and every time they go to that room, you went in, they either said it's a portal or there's a boy in the corner. Mm-hmm. One person said it was a boy with no eyes.
Please.
I don't know. But she said she was scared to go in there because there was a boy in there.
Maybe she was being dramatic.
Maybe.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
It's just for show.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody has some kind of something to say in that one area just about every time.
Yeah, because I remember, it's funny because every time I used to go to a room or say something, a message, what they're saying to me, you could tell he wanted to talk so bad. Yes, I did. And he's like, can I talk? I'm like, no.
Like I wanted to tell you.
So, Luis, what about you? When you first came in, you actually were you were overwhelmed with a lot of, downstairs, and then they told you to go upstairs. Can you give us a little bit about what you were feeling at that point?
When they told me to go upstairs?
Well, even when you came in, when you're like, God, there's so much going on here, so much energy.
Yeah, what happened was, before I hit the ground, Mimi came out, before I touched the ground, I stayed in my car and just, protected myself and did this and that, because I knew once I touched that ground, it's done for. And that's what happened. Once I touched the ground, I started seeing wars, I started seeing Indians, I started seeing suicides, and then I seen the shadow, and I started seeing a lot of stuff. And the more I came in here, the more I start picking up on stuff and hearing what they're telling me and seeing kids, the babies, the old ladies, and then how the barn, and then upstairs. I always say the spirits, they want to tell their stories, especially when it's, people make up or add up stuff that aren't true. So that's what happens. And they'll want to tell their story. For instance, the shadow. The shadow is the one that made people either commit suicide or go mentally or stuff like that. It manipulates people. But like I told you, there's a mistake of identity here. They thinking it's a woman. It's not a woman. It's that shadow thing, and it's just pure evil.
So when you say the woman, Bathsheba, or like the witch, is that what you're talking about, when they're mistaken about?
I think that's what it is, because like I said, I don't know the history here, and I do not go by the Hollywood movie, because that's just for show. You could never go by that.
When you walk into a place like this, is it kind of like Walmart looking for toilet paper, where there's a frenzy of people coming at you, trying to get your attention and take you and get you?
Oh, it's crazy, because when I walk into a place like this, it depends on the energy. You see, it depends if they want their story told or they want to communicate and all that, because you cannot just go somewhere and have spirit connect with you. That's if they want to. You cannot force them to. You see what I'm saying? So spirit will only tell you or connect with you if they want. And they'll tell you what they want. It's like if you go into a place and people want to talk to you, or they're going to ignore you.
Do they recognize you and say, oh, he hears us or he sees us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing, spirits for sure. They know who can they talk to or not, because it's like we have an antenna. Yeah. Especially when you're open to it, you have an antenna, and they see that antenna, they already know.
Can you tell if they like John or what they think about John since you've been here?
You know what? I think they like John, because if they didn't, John would not be here.
Yeah, they don't. If I ask them not to mess with me, they won't do anything while I'm alone.
Yeah.
Now, anyways.
I think that when what John hears, it's just a spirit walking around the house or trying to clean the house because he hears the sweeping. So I think it's called residual. Yeah. I think that's what it's called, and that's what John hears. It's not like they want to scare him or whatever, because they're already used to him. But like I said, at night, that's a different story.
I know it's
different energy.
When I was doing Spirit Box the other night, they said some of them were saying we don't like you, John, and then others were saying that they did like me.
Yeah.
So, some do and some don't. I'm pretty sure.
But you should do the Spirit Box in the daytime, and then do one at night. You're gonna see the whole difference.
I don't eat daytime. Picks up barely anything. Nighttime is just crazy.
It's a whole different thing. Yeah.
It's definitely different.
Yeah, I would never come here at night. And repeat, I will never come here at night.
I can delete that. John, can you just talk about some of the ghost hunters that have been here and some of your most startling experiences that visitors have had?
Recently we had the CW come here, and it was funny because they kept getting things happening on set, and they were trying to talk or whatever, and one of the ladies walked through a room here, and the door on the other side just kind of almost ran into her, and then she kind of went to go to push it back, and it started going back by itself. Things like that. Ghost Adventures has been here. Kindred Spirits has been here. Exploring with Josh there's so many shows have been here. It's crazy.
And did you do the walkthroughs with them?
No, usually it was Corey or Jen. A couple times I have, or Bill. We all take turns pretty much doing walkthroughs.
Oh, okay. Did they bring their own psychic or mediums?
Yeah, just about every show brought their own psychic.
And they pick up the same thing, or?
Some of it was similar, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's portals, which Luis mentioned. Are there transitory spirits, like new ones that come and go and you never see again, or is it the same old cast that you kind of deal with from your perspective?
It feels like some are permanently here and some are come and going. I've had a lot of the same names, like William, boy named William. It's funny because when you look at the records, it's actually a William. The boy's name was William that passed here. And yeah, sometimes people come here too, and they'll bring it seems like they bring spirits with them that we pick up on, bear box and voice recorders. So it's kind of both. It's kind of from outside sources and inside.
It's funny, when you just said William, that was the one time I heard some static over your mic,
Yeah.
You know, any static at all. That was one time. And what are your thoughts, Luis? What are your thoughts about, do you think spirits are transitory or entrenched here, or what do you think?
No, I feel that it's the same ones that are still here. But remember, there's a lot of spirit in this land. It's not just the house, it's the land. Yeah. So I feel like it's the same ones coming in and out. Maybe through the portal, they go outside, they ain't going through the door.
Yeah.
It could be that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but that's what I think. I got one question.
Yeah.
You know how when I went to the basement and I was walking, this is before I see the skeleton on the floor that scared me. They said bodies behind the wall or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that?
A lot of people said there's 7 dead soldiers buried in the wall. A lot of people have said that. They've said it was a spirit box too, but we had ground penetrating radar go throughout the whole property, and we couldn't find anything there, but there was like disturbance over in the corner by the wall over here.
Oh, okay.
A big area that was dug up at one point, so there could be something there.
Oh, okay. So you see, when I was saying, you remember when they were telling me behind the walls, bodies?
Yes.
That's the wall, the basement wall leads all the way to here.
Oh, wow.
And this is the marks where he said they did that thing.
Yep, radon testing.
And yeah. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I guess people thought that the bodies are behind the walls. No.
They're scattered back here. Now, are they soldier bodies or Indian, or what do you think?
I think they're soldiers.
Soldiers? Okay.
I think the Indians didn't get buried.
Now, you mentioned when you first stepped out and you felt really on the land. Is there any part, so we're behind the Conjuring House right now.
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of people trying to talk to you too, or where were you being called to out here?
All the way side over there.
Yeah.
There's more to this than just this house. All the way down. I'm seeing wars. I hear gunshots.
Oh.
I'm seeing images of people getting murdered. I would say slaughtered.
Yeah.
That's how I would pick it up.
Yeah.
I think soldiers slaughtering Indians. So that's what I'm picking up from over there. But I'm also picking up some history here too. I'm sitting out here and there, when I look at the house, but on that side, I'm seeing a woman hanging from her neck.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is she older, or how old is she?
Yeah, she's old. She's old. I would say like...
Is she hanging from a tree, or where's she hanging from?
The barn.
The barn. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I don't know what's that about.
Yeah.
She got the Native American hiding.
Oh, you
Remember
did?
the one that
He was just telling me that, yeah.
Yeah, they were curious.
Yeah.
They're curious of us.
Hiding down there.
And what's the vibe you get, Mimi, from this place?
Well, I got Native Americans, I got war and shooting. There's somebody hanging from a tree over there.
Oh, no. Well, the one I saw, she's hanging in the
over
barn
there,
here.
but there's more people over there.
Oh, okay.
And that's a wrap. So thank you for hanging around for both episodes of The Conjuring House, and a big shout out to Luis Escalera and John Huntington, the caretaker, for showing us the ropes, both on the grounds and in the house. Okay, those were 2 really bad jokes, sorry. Please visit our new online store, the Afraid of Nothing podcast store, at aonpodcaststore.com. That's AON, as in Afraid of Nothing, podcaststore.com. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to the Afraid of Nothing podcast. Please subscribe and like us on Facebook. Until next time, stay scared. Hey, you're still here? Great. Then why not listen to another episode? Visit afraidofnothingpodcast.com to peruse all the shows. That's afraidofnothingpodcast.com. And while you're there, click the coffee cup icon to buy me a coffee and leave a review. I'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode, and the world will know how swell you are.